laying under Sue or Donald at that point.
Or moving out of the pocket to try and get rid of that football.
Well,
I agree.
And if he moves out of the pocket, that's just a benefit to us because he doesn't throw as well out of the pocket. And with the speed that we have on the outside, especially with Ibukam, it's lights out.
Who's really been coming on, by the way?
He has. The first week we kind of had words about him, and then second week he stepped it up, had the only sack, and you can see his quickness out there when he's not being covered as much because Sue Donald and Brockers are taking up on guys on the line. It really opens the door up for him. So I would expect to see him have a good game. I just think that I think what was it? Our corners are allowing like 37 yards a game or something so far in the first 2 weeks.
I think they've. Is it combined?
I think it's combined 37 yards.
So they're gonna be trying to work the tight ends a bit, I think.
Yeah, but my point is if we're covering that well, and Marcus Peters, his trend with the Chargers and with Phillip Rivers is way on his side. I mean, he's intercepted Rivers in just about every game. Rivers is going to be a little gun shy about going that way. So, okay, go ahead and throw towards Aqib Talib. I'm okay with that.
True. And this is what I love about our secondary. This is what I love about our defense this year. How are you going to pass on us? At least consistently. You'll always get some. The better teams will always get some. But how are you going to do it consistently? How are you going to put up a ton of points? How are you going to do it? This secondary, last year that was a big concern for us. Remember, we were really concerned of who's behind Jermaine Johnson, who's going to be number 2 corner, who's going to work well in nickel and dime situations, and then everybody stepped up, especially later in the year. This year, I keep saying it, and I'm daring somebody, please help me out. I'm not meaning this in a way that's adversarial. Somebody tell me, from top to bottom in our secondary, what team in the NFL in the last 20 years has had a deeper one?
Yeah, the only team that even comes close right now would be the Jaguars. And they're phenomenal, but I don't know that they're quite as deep as we are. That's the thing. When you take Sam Shields and put him out there, or Mikael Roby-Coleman, I mean, with the guys we already have out there, that's tough. And that's why I say I think you're going to see a lot of dime packages, one middle linebacker and add a defensive back. Because if you do that, I think it's going to make it really hard on Rivers to throw. And that is if our defensive line can contain Melvin Gordon. If they can, that's going to make life real difficult on Phillip Rivers. If Gordon can have a good game and can rush against us where we have to keep, our typical 3-4 with, four linebackers, I think that gives Rivers an advantage. So, I'm going to be really looking for our defensive line to step up and stop the run this week. If they can do that, this game's over.
Especially early.
Yes.
Especially early. Okay, so here we go. You already heard my prediction. I have them going 30-20. Rams win. What are you calling this game?
33-17.
So we're close. Field goal each way.
Yeah. I'm going to stick with the Rams doing 33 points a game. I don't think that this defense is going to pose much more of a challenge than the Cardinals. And let's be honest, the Rams could have put another 14 points on the Cardinals last week if they really wanted to, especially if Zerline would have been there to kick, or even Ficken for that matter. So I'm gonna stick with 33. I honestly don't think that there's many teams in the NFL right now that could score more than 13 points on the Rams if they're on. But the Chargers are one of those teams that have a pretty prolific offense, so that's why I'm going to give them 17.
All right, folks, so there you go. Before we head out for the day, we also want to ask you, hey, we are looking for sponsors for this season. It's a great, inexpensive way to get the word out in your business. Our numbers are outstanding right now. I'm pretty proud of this. I'm pretty proud of where we are. A year ago, I would never imagine we would have grown this much. And so we're grateful, but we'd like to partner with you as well. So get in now, save some money, get some good advertising with us, and we appreciate the partnership. Okay, you can reach out to us at ramstalk1945@gmail.com. or leave us a voicemail at 657-666-5453. We have a media kit ready to get out to you.
Yeah, we're working on some pretty big things right now, and one of the things that we're working on, if that happens to come to fruition, getting into advertising now would be a lot more beneficial.
Yeah, we're working on it. If it happens, you're getting a bargain. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Okay. Trivia. Believe it or not, nobody sent me the right answer to this. Can you believe that?
No, I can't. Okay.
1953 Los Angeles Rams were the only team to beat the NFL's Western champs, the eventual Western champs that year. Who was that team? And they actually beat them twice. Email us your answer, ramstalk1945@gmail.com. The fifth response wins a copy of Hollywood's team unless somebody actually just sends us, is the only person to give us a correct answer, and then that person wins.
Well, and it's the fifth correct response, right?
Yes, the fifth correct response. So, you haven't had 5 correct responses yet. Matter of fact, we haven't had 1 correct response yet. It blows me away. I also feel kind of good about that. It means we have people with integrity and don't cheat. You can easily Google this, so I can look at that that way, and we have people who don't cheat. So there you go.
I don't judge.
Well, yeah. Well, we all know, your version of judgment would be bashing somebody's head in. You're not. Do you folks know how many threats of physical violence I get from Norm each week? I already had one today. Gosh, seriously. Anyways, moving on. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at TalkRams and on Facebook at facebook.com/RamsTalk. You can follow me on Twitter at Ciapala and Norm, Big Norm Hightower. No, it's just Norm Hightower. Okay, don't forget it's on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, all those wonderful places. A 5-star review still enters you into our long-running, never-ending contest. It is $50 gift ticket to NFLshop.com. Please help us. Put us out of our misery, please, with this thing, so we can give somebody some money. All right. Anything else from Norm?
No, I'm just stoked about Sunday's game. Can't wait to see how we do, and if the results turn out the way I think, we're going to be 3-0 and looking for a tough Minnesota team. So I'm excited.
I'm stoked for this game. I'm stoked for the next 2 weeks, and I'm just ready to go. So there you go, folks. For Norm Hightower, this is Garrett Sisti. Take it easy. Let's see you Sunday night.
Adios.